Early! All right. Okay. Come on, let's go. Okay.
All aboard!
Hey, let's pretend we're train robbers. We're always the bad guys, Jacob. Let's be the good guys just for a change. Well, I'm a famous reporter. You don't think about robbing me or saving me. You're my photographer. And Cody's my bodyguard.
Grab your imagination and hurry. You've got a train to catch. Join Allison, Armando, and Jacob as they ride the rails seeking their big adventures.
Tunnel! Everybody get ready! Hey, we're on a steam engine! No, it's not a steam engine. It's the mystery of the Orient Express!
Welcome, Allison, and Armando, and Jacob. Well, that must be Cody. I believe we have your tour all ready. You can call me Mr. Charlie.
Where are we?
Why, this is my depot. Only kids know how to get here. Come, let me show you around.
Allison, where are we? I don't know, but I like it. How did you do that? Wow! Neat! Cool! So awesome! Radical.
Hey, kids, over here. Step right up, get your adventures here. Where do you want to go? What do you want to see?
You mean we can go anywhere? Mr. Charlie, can I have my own private car? The huge bubble bath?
That's a tall order.
Can we go all the way to Kalamazoo and Timbuktu?
Hold on now. Let's not jump the track here. Jacob, you've been sort of quiet. Where do you want to go?
Gee, Mr. Charlie, I don't know. Spain, Africa, Mexico, Florida. You know, Mr. Charlie, I don't really care where I go, but I sure like to ride on a steam engine.
Well done, my boy. They're my favorites, too. Well, you just take this and walk right over there and ring that bell as hard as you can.
Come all ye rounders if you want to hear the story of a brave engineer. Casey Jones was the rounder's name. On a big eight-wheeler, boys, he won his fame. Casey Jones, he pushed on the throttle. Casey Jones was a brave engineer. Casey Jones, blow your whistle, blow the whistle so they all can hear. The caller called Casey about 4:30. He kissed his wife at the station door. He stepped into the cabin with the orders in his hand. Said, I'm gonna take my trip to the promised land. Casey Jones stepped into the cabin. Casey Jones with the orders in his hand. Casey Jones stepped into the cabin. Said, I'm gonna take my trip to the promised land. He looked at the water and the water was low. He looked at his watch, the watch was slow. He looked at the fireman and the fireman said, boy, we're gonna reach Frisco, but we'll all be dead. Casey got to that certain place when old number 9 stared him straight in the face. He yelled to the fireman, boy, you better jump, 'cause there's 2 locomotives and they're bound to bump. Casey Jones Casey Jones, and they're bound to bump. Casey Jones, two locomotives. There's two locomotives, and they're bound to bump. Headaches and heartaches and all kinds of pain, they all ride along with the railroad train. Stories of brave men, noble and grand, belong to the life of the railroad man.
Hey Jacob, welcome aboard. My name's Harry. We're just now pulling into the station. Could you reach up there and pull that rope and blow the whistle for me?
Wow, is that ever loud? What makes it so loud?
Steam, Jacob. You see, steam is what makes that whistle blow, and steam is what runs this engine.
What's behind this door?
Well, behind this door is the power that makes this engine run. Here, let me show it to you.
Wow, Martin, it's hot!
You bet it is, Jacob. You see, the fire that runs this engine is also what makes the steam. Here, come on. I'll show you while I check the engine. Well, Jacob, you've seen your tea kettle at home when it whistles, haven't you? The fire under the water is what causes the water to boil. See the fire there? Boiling water makes steam. It's steam that you see coming out of the spout of your tea kettle, just the same as this.
Wow, that's cool!
See, Jacob, we build up a big fire back there, and that big fire heats thousands of gallons of water up here in this big tank. As the water's heated, it turns into steam. The steam then flows to these pistons here, pushing the pistons back and forth. As the pistons move back and forth, they drive the side rods. The side rods are connected to the wheels, and as the wheels go around, we have what's called locomotion.
Wow, cool!
Jacob, are you ready to go?
What are all those?
Gauges, Jacob. Those gauges tell us what's going on in the boiler where we can't see. That big gauge up there is the pressure gauge. It tells us how much pressure is in the boiler. But you see, Jacob, that job is the job of the fireman.
Fireman?
That's right, Jacob. Steam engines not only have an engineer, they have a fireman. The fireman on the steam engine isn't someone who goes out and puts out fires. Our fireman today is Sandy. This is Sandy.
Hi, Jacob. I have to watch the steam gauge to make sure the steam pressure is right for the speed the engineer wants to run. I also watch the steam pressure in the gauges to make sure they're within the safety zones. We have to be very careful on trains.
Well, Jacob, I'm ready to go for a ride. Are you ready to go?
Yeah!
Okay. Hop up. The old steam trains didn't go as fast as trains do today, but they could carry people a long way safely. Trains like this one, the Hill Country Flyer, now carry families on day trips. The old timers like to give trains names, like the Flying Dutchman or the Midnight Special, or the Dixie Flyer, or the Cannonball Express. Steam engines were developed over 150 years ago to be able to haul big loads long distances. When the tracks for the railroad were first laid, crews of hundreds of men would work for many months. Sometimes they would have to dig tunnels for the trains to cross the mountains. This train in Colorado was called the Silverton, and it still uses the tunnels that legends like John Henry hammered out of solid rock.
Wow!
When John Henry was a little baby, sitting on his daddy's knee. He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel and said, "Hammer be the death of me, Lord, Lord, steel gonna be the death of me." The captain told John Henry, "Gonna bring my steam drill round. Gonna take my steam drill out on the job. Gonna beat John Henry down, Lord, Lord, I'll beat John Henry on down."
The steam engine has a sound all its own, the whistle blowing far away. It often meant special things to different people. For some, it was very lonesome. For others, it meant the coming of civilization. In small towns, it might set some folks to dreaming about traveling to other lands, or other lands coming to visit.
John Henry said to the captain, "A man ain't nothing but a man. And before I'd let your steam drill beat me down, why, I'd die with this hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord, die with this hammer in my hand." John Henry says to his shaker, "Man, why don't you pray? 'Cause if I miss with my 9-pound maul, Lord, tomorrow will be your burying day, Lord, Lord, tomorrow will be your burying day." John Henry hammered on the right side, steam drill driving on the left. John Henry beat that steam drill down, Lord, but he hammered his fool self to death, Lord, Lord, he hammered his fool self to death. They took John Henry to the tunnel, and they buried him in the hot sand. And every railroad man that comes a-rolling by saying, "There lies a steel-driving man, Lord, Lord, there lies a steel-driving man."
The steam train played a big part in opening the West to all of America. Well, Jacob, would you like to sit in my seat?
Yes, sir. Where's it going, Mr. Charlie?
Do you really keep all that in your room? I think we're gonna need a freight train to carry all of your belongings.
Trains don't carry junk, do they, Mr. Charlie? Sure they do, don't they, Mr. Charlie?
Trains carry everything imaginable.
Do they carry rocks?
Rocks? I should say so. You want to see for yourself? Well, here's your ticket, and there's the bell. Give it a good ring.
Armando, in here. Welcome aboard. Everyone calls me Engineer Bill. This is our conductor, Stan. Hi, Armando.
Hi, Stan. This is great. Where are we going?
We're scheduled to pick up 3 carloads of clay on up the track.
Why are we going backwards, Engineer Bill?
We're not really going backwards. With engines, you can run either direction. Run our back.
Wow. All those cars stopped just for you?
Yes, sir. These engines can weigh up to 400,000 pounds and are hard to stop to boot. Do you know that you could couple engines together for heavy loads?
Like rocks? Do you really carry rocks?
Sure, and corn and automobiles and all kinds of chemical fringes. We haul lumber and groceries and even sometimes cows. Trains could even carry a big circus.
Whoa!
Let's head on up to Georgetown and check out some really big rocks.
Okay.
Well, what do you think, Armando? Is that great or what?
Oh, man! That's a lot of rocks.
Do you know one of these trains may haul many millions of pounds of rock? We're going to switch over and pick up some hopper cars now.
How do you switch over?
Look out the window and you'll see. Since trains don't have steering wheels like cars do, the only way to change directions is to move a special section of track. This track guides the train wheels from one track to the other. This is called switching. What did I tell you? A circus train.
Wow, that is cool.
They are great, aren't they? We need to switch over to this other track up here. There's a tie gang up ahead.
What's a tie gang?
Well, Armando, a tie gang is a group of men that remove the old ties and replace them with new ones. Take a look.
Every morning at 7 o'clock, there's 20 terriers a-working on the rock. And the boss comes along and he says, "Keep still, and come down heavy on the cast iron drill, and drill ye terriers drill. Drill ye terriers drill, for it's work all day for the sugar in your tay, down behind the railway, and drill ye terriers drill, and blast, and fire, and drill." Now our boss man was Gene McCann. You know he was a blamed mean man. Last week a premature blast went off, and a mile in the air went Big Jim Goff, and drill ye terriers drill. Drill ye terriers drill, for it's work all day for the sugar in your tay, down behind the railway, and drill ye terriers drill, and blast, and fire, and drill.
Pretty neat, huh?
Oh man, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, well, these tie gangs work 7 days a week to keep the trains rolling, because trains never stop. They run all day and all night. Rain, sleet, snow, any kind of weather.
When next payday came around, Jim Goff $1 short was found. When he asked what for, came this reply: "You were docked for the time you were up in the sky, and drill ye terriers drill. Drill ye terriers drill, for it's work all day for the sugar in your tay, down behind the railway, and drill ye terriers drill, and blast, and fire, and drill."
Freight trains do carry just about everything, and so they often use special cars for different kinds of loads. This is a coal train. It's delivering coal to a plant that makes electricity. They unload it by holding the car on a special section of track in a special building and turning the whole thing upside down and just dumping it out. These coal cars are called hopper cars, but hopper cars don't just transport coal, they carry salt and clay and plastics. Often they will have specially built loaders, so the hopper car can just pull under a big chute like this. Coal cars can carry 100 tons of coal, and this train has 115 cars. We're talking gigantic Huge, big, big, big. Another kind of car is a tanker car. They mostly carry liquids such as gasoline or fuel oil. Tanker car will hold 30,000 gallons. That's 30,000 gallons of milk. That's enough to fill up probably 1,000 refrigerators. Boxcars carry a lot of bulky items, like automobile parts. Black cars are also called piggyback cars, and they haul big containers that arrive on ships, or trailers for trucks. These cars are called gondolas, and they carry big spools of cable. Sometimes they might make a special car like this conveyor belt. It travels with these other hopper cars to help load them. The heavier the load, the more engines you see. Often you see 4 or 5 engines pulling a train, but a train could have as many as 7 engines. You know that's a heavily loaded train.
From the great Atlantic Ocean to the wild Pacific shore, from sunny California to icebound Labrador, she's mighty tall and handsome, she's known quite well by all. She's the beau's accommodation on the Wabash Cannonball. Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodlands, through hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear those lonesome hobos squall, while traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Our eastern states are dandy, so people always say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago, by the way. From the hills of Minnesota, where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball.
I just got a call. We have a fast freight train coming. We have to move over and let him pass. What was your favorite car, Armando?
The hoppers.
Why?
Because they carry rocks.
Hello? Yes, I want to confirm the reservations for Miss Allison Jones. That's right, a double stateroom with bath, preferably double. One moment, please. Will there be anything else, Miss Allison?
Oh, Mr. Charlie, this is just wonderful.
Great. Yes, that will be all. Thank you. Well, it's all set. Are you ready to travel? Well, here's your ticket, and it's your turn to ring the bell.
Miss Allison, we've been expecting you. I'm Conductor Phil. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All aboard! All aboard!
Here we go. Allison, if you'll make your way up these stairs, I'll show you your stateroom.
Stairs? I mean, this train has an upstairs?
You bet. Right this way. Allison, your stateroom's in the next car. Allison, just look out the window, close your eyes, and I'll be back in just a minute.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses. She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes. We will all go out to meet her when she comes. We will all go out to meet her when she comes. We will all go out to meet her. We'll go right down and greet her. We will all go out to meet her when she comes. She'll be reeling and a-rocking when she comes. She'll be reeling and a-rocking when she comes. She'll be reeling and a-rocking. She'll be rocking and a-reeling. She'll be reeling and a-rocking when she comes.
Allison!
Come in. Oh, Mr. Conductor, it was wonderful. We can go so many places. I saw the beach and the mountains. We even traveled over a long bridge.
That's the great thing about trains, Allison. You can travel anywhere in the world and see it as you go. Have you found your bed yet? It's right above your head. No, really. Look, it's right here. Voila! A train compartment is so small, Allison, we have to use every nook and cranny.
Wow, this is like my dollhouse.
What a good idea! Exactly like a dollhouse on wheels. And by the way, are you getting hungry?
I'm starving.
Well, why don't we go down to the dining car right this way? Is this seat okay?
Excellent too.
And here's the menu.
Whoa, there's a lot of stuff on this menu.
And we make all of that stuff right here in our very own kitchen downstairs. The dining car has a staff, just like a traveling restaurant. Come on, Allison. Let me introduce you to some of the people that make this train run. There are baggage handlers that take care of your luggage. Conductors help people on and off the train. They make sure everyone is comfortable for their trip, and if you ride first class, you have a special attendant.
Hey, folks. Everything going okay? Need any coffee or anything?
This is an executive car from many years ago. It's a lot like your home, except it's long and skinny. Right down this hallway, we have a very special dining room just for you.
Cool. Is this for me?
Just for you. Allison, we wanted to make this a very special occasion for you.
Super. This is my favorite dessert. Thank you very much, Mr. Conductor.
It makes us feel really special when you want to know how the railroad works. We thank you.
Simply marvelous. Awesome!
Hi, kids. Sound like you had a fine time.
Oh, Mr. Charlie, it was great! Mr. Charlie, what are you doing?
I was trying to flag down the Wabash Cannonball, but I don't think she saw me. Well, y'all heard of the Wabash Cannonball, haven't you?
No, man.
Well, let me tell you the story about the Wabash Cannonball. Well, you know Paul Bunyan. Well, he had a little brother, and his brother's name was Cal. And Cal built the most wondrous railroad in the world. He called it the Ireland, Jerusalem, Australian, and Southern Michigan. Why, it took the largest steel mill in the country 2 years working on a 36-hour day and a 9-day week just to build the first rail for Cal. And each tie took a whole redwood tree. That train had 700 cars. It was so long that the conductor had to ride a twin-cylinder super deluxe motorcycle to check the tickets. And when he checked the tickets, he took his .45 caliber automatic and he punched a hole in each one of them. That train was fast. Why, it was so fast that when it was at a dead stop, it still was going 65 miles an hour. Well, after a couple of months of operating, they decided to speed up the schedule, so the train arrived at its destination a whole hour before it left the starting point. One day, Cal was riding on the train with the engineer, and he said to the engineer, he said, "Give her all the snuff she's got." And that was the end of the IJA and SM Railroad. Why, the train was traveling so fast that the friction started the rails to melting, and it turned all the ties to ashes. And when it reached the top of the grade, it just took off like an airplane. And the engine took itself and all 700 cars so far out into the stratosphere that it's still traveling through space. And you know what? At night, I know it just jumped from star to star by Jupiter. Now that was years and years ago. But the old-time hobos, they had a name for that Flying Dutchman of a train, and they called her the Wabash Cannonball. And they said that there ain't a station in America that ain't heard her lonesome whistle.